Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Languor, noun, languorous, languorously. A pleasant feeling of idleness, feeling of listlessness, dreaminess, lassitude, lethargy, torpor, hebetude. Preempt, verb, preemptive, preemptor. To acquire something by preemption, to seize before anyone else can. Supplant, to prevent by acting first. The bell sounded, and the languor of the hall began to fray. Kisses, goodbyes, speed walking to first period. She slipped back into the hot spring and drifted with languor for a few more minutes. As soon as they shake off the vast oppression and are able to move the body, they are affected by strong palpitation, great anxiety, languor, and uneasiness. The train move off at an easy-going speed, and the very jog of it lulled me into a state of languor. Anger and bitterness had preyed upon me continually for weeks, and a deep languor had succeeded this passionate struggle. Nor did they see another pair of eyes watching them with languor and delight through the loosely closed curtains. At the same time, he is irritably aware that he admires the mouse's elegance, his air of culture and languor, his easy self-assurance. She cannot move, a sort of languor spreading through her veins like wine. There was no accounting for the absurd distance between the formal invitation and this plaid sofa, these two men, the graceful languor of the bride gone flat. A certain languor still marks his personal style, and he still tries to cast himself as a different kind of politician who accentuates the positive. When she finally awakened in the late morning, it was with the languorous ease of a well-fed feline. Rain moved languorously across the room toward the window where a row of potted plants sat on the sill. His proposal claims that the ambiguity over whether the law does allow simultaneous use of wire is a good enough reason to preempt the law. Certainly no one would argue that the study of aesthetics should preempt the learning of basic skills and content material. We can summon it ourselves and use the great power of the Federal Reserve in partnership with Congress to preempt the threat of inflation. The new regulations codify positions that OCC has previously taken to preempt state predatory lending laws. We sincerely hope that you understand that the last thing we want to do is preempt our season finale. The writer's clever use of her social, religious, and intellectual genealogies serves to preempt criticism of her intellectual accomplishments. The provisions of this section do not preempt any state or local law requirement, except to the extent that the requirement directly conflicts with the requirement of this section. As such, several networks will again preempt their programming to continue to cover the storm. Who decides when an existing threat justifies preemptive action? If you can preempt the comparative advantage and keep it, then the system will work only for the benefit of the preemptor, such as Japan today.